Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Martin Luther King Jr. What are you doing for others? Stop. And for a moment, just think. What have you said to people today? Has it been nice? Has it been mean? Every action you make is crucial to this moment, this second, this hour, and possibly for the rest of your life. When you meet someone new, we generally go to judging them based on their looks. As I stand up here right now, you're probably judging me based on what I'm wearing, how I'm standing, or how I'm speaking. It is unfortunately a natural response of human nature. It is most certainly a big one in our age group. It happens. Judgment by your family, friends, teachers, and even strangers can hurt when said aloud. Do you have a reason for being so judgmental? When you talk behind someone's back, and then they end up becoming your friend, do you feel guilty for what you said? What type of person would you judge yourself as? I would hopefully like to be judged as a kind person. Kindness. Hopefully, this would be something you have somewhere in you. I think that kindness is the foundation for many things in life. Building friendships is based off of first impressions, and on first impressions, if you're kind, you have the same interest than your friends, and that is all built off of kindness. It doesn't matter how you're dressed that day, it matters how your personality is. And you still make friends. Most of you in this room know how to act around adults. Being respectful, watching what you say, talking to them in a respectful tone, but of course, when you're not around them, you're not as uptight as you usually are when you're not. When you're around them, they're generally judging if what you're saying is morally right or wrong. And it's sad, but kids talk behind teachers' backs all the time. And most of the time, they're being rude and judgmental with absolute no reason. Yeah, I understand your teacher got on to you. Maybe she only asked for your class to be quiet, and you lash out and say things behind her back. Maybe she's had a rough start to her day, or the fact that she's not feeling well. And then you totally assume that it's only you and you at that moment, and that she's targeting you. And your day is quote-unquote ruined. Newsflash, it's not. Instead of lashing out behind her back and saying rude and judgmental things with no absolute reason, you could be a little bit more thoughtful of what you say. Kindness is the language in which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Mark Twain. It's not like you have to be a die-hard Christian to be nice. You can be an atheist for all I care. But kindness isn't something to do with how you were raised or your religion. Kindness is an act coming from the inside of our hearts, and that is us showing as people that we care. It shouldn't be forced, and if it is, you should probably get your emotionalist self to a therapist sometime soon. In the world, there are extreme amounts of negativity, and we generally tend to focus on that instead of the positive stuff, which is one of our many flaws in society today. Random acts of kindness are actually quite popular on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, maybe even Snapchat, but they're often overshadowed. If you have them, you have probably seen a few of these videos and know how to do an act of kindness. If you haven't committed an act of kindness or seen one, I suggest you do these to help yourselves, because right now you look like a sad sack of sadness with absolute no heart. You can do things such as holding the door open for someone, volunteering at your local summer lunch programs, or even something as so simple as complimenting someone's daily appearance. Even if you personally think they look like absolute trash, it's easily...
I still like the sad sack of sadness. What was it?
Sad sack of sadness with no soul. I mean, it goes fittingly. It's honestly as easy as that. Now, if you didn't pick up on what I was saying, that long proportion of me talking, blabbing, hopefully not sounding like the Peanuts teacher, is that we all need to be a little bit kinder. There's so much negativity in this world that we don't really tend to focus on the positive stuff. It happens in our school, our county, our country, and in the world. And if we all start to act a little kinder, do acts that encourage kindness, and we can leave a better footprint for society. My footprint is that I would like everyone to strive to be a little bit kinder in this world so we can have a better future society.